Welcome back to another episode of After Hours. I am your host, Stephanie Poole, and we have a fun and exciting show planned ahead for you. Let's go ahead and switch to our castmates and show you everyone who's here on the couches. We are talking about one subject only, but it's very important to talk about while you are discovering new things about yourself and about other people. We are discussing talking versus dating and the importance of getting to know people, especially when you want to start a relationship. So let's go ahead and begin. What is the difference between talking versus dating?
And Stephanie, before we get too far into this, I might add that we did an all-girls episode that you should see one episode before this one. So go watch that first and hear the girls' perspective. It was a very deep and insightful conversation. So I'm very interested to see what our lovely gentlemen have to say.
Episode to discuss this.
It's basic. Look at the look at this. We're outnumbered. I think you got it.
I feel like talking is just more casual, and dating is more with the label. And once things have gotten to a next level, is that right?
Good answer. Good answer.
All right.
That's the show.
There you go.
No, but well, that's just John's perspective. So everyone can agree that's what it is.
Yeah, talking is a very fickle stage. It's like it's here today and gone tomorrow. If you get past the talking stage to dating, it's more so, okay, this person is going to be a representation of you, and then it's just relationship.
That's too deep.
That was very
No,
deep.
it's not a deep.
But
thing.
it's important, though. I do agree with that.
To
I
talk
mean,
to someone is just a talking. It's literally like you can talk to somebody and 10 minutes later it's like, okay, I'm over this person.
Well, it's a good point. If you're embarrassed to say too, like, hey, I'm talking with this person. Like, if you're embarrassed to say you're talking to them, maybe you shouldn't be dating them because that's what it's gonna be like. Yeah, this is my boyfriend. Like, sorry.
But the thing is, you can talk to multiple people. Like, you can talk to 6 or 7 people.
whoa.
Wouldn't advise.
But Desmond,
You have to figure out what your options are.
but how do you know which one is the best? Like, if you're talking to 6 or 7.
You gotta
Wouldn't
keep
that be
talking
the
to them.
You continue to talk to
But
them.
wouldn't
to
that be
keep
like the
talking and figure it
texting
out.
of
That's a lot
texting,
for
talking,
me.
and dating?
because
That you're
you
like
can text
texting
anybody.
multiple
You
people.
can text your friends, but talking, you have to get to know 6 or 7 people. I'm saying this. 6 or 7. And you have to figure out which one is like, okay, pick them out. No, she's gone. Okay.
Some of us didn't have that many options.
You're really throwing out lots of numbers here. I just have this picture of Desmond with like Survivor, and the tribe is spoken. Like girls are out.
7 different phones like there. Yep.
So what's the time length to talk to somebody before you want to move to the next?
A month and a half.
Desmond's got all the answers.
So after a month, you're moving on. You're asking her, you want to go out? You wanna
So
be my
someone in the
boyfriend,
last
girlfriend?
Circumstances different.
Someone in the last episode said it's like a job. You get a 90-day probation period.
Yeah, that was good.
And then after those 90 days, 3 months.
What if you're not looking to date though? What if you're just looking for casual intentions?
I feel like it's like a ticking time bomb where it gets to the point of either one person will be interested or not, and then someone will end up getting hurt if it
Eventually.
is prolonged, or someo's just.
But you know what annoys me above all is this thing, this ghosting. I mean, just
It happens.
just say you're not interested. Like this, everybody's around their phone all of the time, literally. So, if somebody has text you, hey, had a great time on our first date, would you like to go on another date or something? And you just ghost them. It's just so rude. Just say, no, thank you, but good luck in the future.
Tell somebody you're not interested, and they go, "Why are you even telling me this? You were like not even worth the time."
Well, if they said that to me, I'd be like,
Exactly.
I wasn't either.
It's a first date. You owe someone that after one date?
Of hurting someone else's feelings, so they just would rather. They think I'm not a ghoster. I'm not a ghostsman. I don't do it. But I'm just trying to think about their perspective of because a lot of us as humans, and it doesn't even just go as dating, just in general, where we don't want like confrontation. We don't like making someone upset. So if you're like, you know what, you're a bad dater. I think you're kind of ugly, and I don't like you.
Okay,
They don't
that's
want
not what
that.
I
So
said
the
to do.
ghost, they think it dissolves
That's not
away.
what I said to do. I said, just say no thanks and good luck in the future.
So as someone,
I'm 100% with you.
Thank
there.
you.
I am
It's
too.
not that hard,
I'm
but
with
it's
you.
like,
I'm with you.
if you cared enough to like, even if you're just saying talking with them, like even if you cared enough just to talk, it's like, I think you could at least be like, you know what? We're donezo.
Right.
so as someone,
It's over.
I've been ghosted, the ghoster, and then I've also done the thing of saying like, no,
Thank you,
I'm
good
good.
luck.
Like, hope it's for the best.
Best of luck in your future endeavors.
Yeah, good luck out there.
Question for the ladies: have you been in a situation where you're talking to somebody and you know it's not going to go anywhere, but they're fun and you keep them around?
I feel like you just contradicted yourself.
No, I
You wanna keep them
have,
around.
again,
But you don't want to date them. You don't want to be serious. But this is a person I can be casual with and have fun with. Or,
Maybe back in college, but I haven't really jumped back into the dating scene since my last relationship, so I would not know, really, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. I don't know.
I just feel like sometimes you're talking to somebody, it's no intention outside, there's no seriousness.
What was your original
is it-
question, even, by the way?
I was saying, what's the difference between talking versus dating? But we kind of lingered into just the steps of after you're talking and want to move
Right.
into the dating
It's very
aspect.
circumstantial.
Yeah,
It is.
I guess it just depends on the person that you're talking to and what you're really looking for, short term or long term. So
Right.
it
Well,
just
with
depends.
what you're saying, like there are some times where two people both enjoy the casual thing, and that's prolonged. But most of the time, one person's a little more into it than the other, and then it
And it might be,
crumbles.
good person, but wrong
Crumbles.
time. Maybe you have very conflicting schedules, and it's like, well, this is not going to really work on a serious relationship level. But hey, whenever we have our little free time here on the weekends, or maybe once a month, maybe we'll get together.
But what's the build up to that? Like if it's only once a month, you see what I'm saying? Like how can you then build up the relationship?
There is no relationship. That's how
It's just casual, Stephanie. That's it. There's no.
I don't believe in casual
Just a
dating.
hangout.
So do you think casual dating can lead to heartbreak? I guess.
I just think,
definitely.
I think
It will.
most of the time it does.
I'm
like
not going.
John said, somebody's going to think that somebody's going to eventually catch feelings, but that's not your problem. I mean, if they catch feelings, then but if you are,
But it's your problem if you lead them to catch feelings,
how
though.
do you lead? What is the leading? It's you.
Be like, hey, baby girl, what you doing? Like, but I'm not really
You
interested.
definitely
have to be
If you
upfront.
define it and then there's something going on, it's like, hey, I already told you these were my intentions. But if you're just like, hey, we're seeing where this goes, and you keep going and going and going, then someone's going to catch feelings, and it's like,
yeah.
you
If you're
never had
upfront
intentions.
with how you feel and someone else gets led on, that's their problem.
Amen, brother.
Okay, I agree with that. Steven, weigh in.
Oh yeah,
you
Sure
too.
thing.
His high school days.
Yes to everything, except for
Sure.
the thing about the ghosting. Like if you've you've had one interaction face to face with this person, right? You've had one dinner. You owe that person like some sort of like breakup
I'm
text.
not. No. Did I? No.
Here's
I'm not
my
asking for a
advice.
soliloquy of a response. Just please tell me you're not interested and go forward, because I'm the type of person that will spiral over. Like, did the message go through? Yes, of course it went through. But like,
See,
they're
I
actively
If it's
choosing to
green, I
ignore
can't
me.
do it.
All right, well,
and
okay. Here's what
that's-
it's one thing if like the one of the people on the date text someone, say, hey, I had fun with you last night or something like that. If you want to write, then you're obligated to have a response like that.
That's all I'm saying. If you just don't answer that
but if
text,
like
though,
no one
that's
sends
rude.
any text afterwards, that's like message
Yeah,
sent,
but he's
message
not saying
received.
that.
I didn't say that.
The question is, how hard is it to get from talking to dating? Because I feel like that's a really hard jump.
It's really freaking
I
hard.
mean, something is usually going to happen at some point.
you have to start hanging out more, I guess, in between the talking stage. Start going on more, I guess.
On average, how many guys you have to talk to before you find a guy that you actually want to date?
Winston, sometimes it's just nice if guys are interested at all. So, some of us are just doing the best we can.
Again, I don't know. I have not jumped back into the
How,
dating.
you said how
Desmond
long?
said 7 to 8.
How many?
How many?
Important.
You have to talk to on average. How many? Do you have a partner?
Yes.
Okay, how many people did you talk to before you actually dated?
Oh,
And dated or went on dates?
God.
Don't say it if you're gonna get in trouble.
I mean, several.
Exactly. So
Several.
It's literally like
At the same.
But that's just
you're like playing
circumstance.
roulette with like a bunch of people, and it's like okay.
I said it.
Roulette.
It's like playing a lottery.
I own it.
6 or 7.
So still, we're playing Survivor, but it's dating.
The Desmond
Sounds
method
more like the
works.
Hunger Games.
So
You have to have a list of people.
As a female, I wouldn't want to be like, if some guy is like, well, I'm actually talking to like 6 or 7 other girls. I'm like,
But he
cool.
would-
and
but
then
I
do
would
the
hope he
ghosting
wouldn't
thing
say
and not
that.
text
Yeah.
them back.
So what-
He shouldn't say
You'd be
that.
surprised.
That's what just saying. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
He should not say
putting-
that.
Like them, you
all
can.
right, so let's say you have a group of men or women that you're attracted. Now let's kind of go to the importance of red flags and green flags. Now on the last episode before this one, the girls gave their opinion on the red flags, green flags. So now it's the guys' turn.
If they're tall and do sports, don't look them in the eye. Is that what you guys said?
Actually, yeah,
No.
that's verbatim what I said. So I don't
I didn't say that at
Guy
all.
is the worst.
No, for instance, like we said things like green flags for us were like if you see the same on religion, or Takia was very adamant that her new significant other, now she's engaged, so it worked out, had a car. So then,
Wait,
So then-
fiance?
yes, Winston. So then,
This
you know,
airs
things
now.
of that.
It does. Congratulations again, Takia.
Takia, we're so happy for you. Good luck with you and Henry. Anyway, so things like that. Like, I mean, it wasn't like he has to be tall, dark, and handsome, but values things like that. So that's where that's your direction. Go on.
The older you get, that stuff definitely becomes more of a prerogative.
Description.
I think you gotta have like something in common. Like I know people say opposites attract, but it's like there's gotta be something that y'all can bond over and stuff like
Wow.
that. That's the big. I mean, it doesn't have to. It can be anything, but it's like y'all just have to have something that like you connect with, and are like, oh wait, like we both enjoy this, so therefore we do it together.
Right, I went on
and we
2
enjoy
dates with the
that.
vegetarian, and it's just.
Oh
it-
no.
I would
And
just like,
God loving, but it's just that wasn't it.
I mean, it's like, is that a
Hey, bud, hope you're doing well.
You want to know?
no, that's deal breaker. It's like she's perfect. It's like the game, like he or she's perfect
He's
in every
actually
way,
now, he's
but
stepped it up. He's now vegan.
How minor is a red flag? Is a red flag? How minor do you even like? Are you very particular? Like,
oh, I'm gonna be really honest. Like, if you're on like a dating profile and like you're holding a fish or something in your picture, it's like no, no.
Why is
Like,
that?
I mean,
Now
I'm
tell
like,
me why that is.
Steven.
No,
Come on,
tell me.
let's be.
Tell me what is it about holding up a fish that says this person's not a good person for you?
Should we look at your social media? Do you have a picture holding a fish? Do we need to talk about this?
I do.
Okay.
Fishing's very important to me and my family, and so
well,
I
you
just
two
like
won't
to.
date.
Seriously, why is that? Just explain your
romance. It's a
process.
red flag
Why
for
is
her.
it a
She
red
just doesn't
flag?
like
No, it's just like it's because it's either that or like gym pics, like guys like like in the mirror, and it's like that for me. I'm like, I'm good. I'm gonna
See,
take
I
a
can
hard pass
agree.
on that.
I don't
It's
like
just
a guy
because
showing
it's
his
like,
chest
Why?
on that.
Like why?
So you would swipe left.
I would. I like men who are confident with themselves, but you don't have to take your shirt off to prove that to me. You don't have to get half naked to prove that to me.
How
I do
about
that.
this? If someone's posting stuff like that, I would argue that they lack confidence or are insecure and trying to build it up.
Wow.
Okay.
Can I?
Flip that right around.
Okay, well.
You're avoiding it. Big red flag. What do you not like?
Oh my.
vegetarians.
No, it's not something, because I mean, I could eat steak every night, so that's obviously not going to work. Nice. Well, I mean, this is completely on the spot, so I'm going to use a cop-out answer and say, if he says he got his forecast from a nap, I'm going to get enraged.
Nice.
Red flag.
Good.
Like, oh me?
Yeah.
Jeez, we're going down the line.
Going down the line.
Oh no.
Okay. From experience, there was one time I was like talking to somebody. I was like, we're going on dates, and I was paying for all the dates. One day she wanted to go get Krispy Kreme. I was like, cool. We go to the drive-thru. We get 3 donuts.
Did you tell me the story?
Yeah. I told myself that I wasn't gonna pay for it this time. I'm gonna make her pay for it because I've been doing all the paying. Well, she got an attitude about it.
So you don't like broke females.
Dang, I can't date Winston either.
She can prove she can hold her own, maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
You-
I decided not to pay because I just wanted to see how she would react, and she had a poor reaction to it.
I think a lot of women forget that the guy is still just as important in the dating or talking or whatever. You know, I do think that men should,
point.
like, chivalry is not dead, of course, but I do think women have to make that jumping off point as well, too. You know, like, just
See, this is
Pay
great
for the
news with
donut.
gay culture is that we always split it.
I think it's like an expected thing, though. It's like if the person, like if you talk about it, it's like no, I'm gonna pay, or like I'm gonna pay most of the time. It's okay, but it's like
Yeah.
when you hadn't talked about it and then you've been paying, and then you don't, and it's like I'm expecting this of you. It's like
And I don't even want the girl to pay, but maybe like, okay, I've been paying for dinner. Hey, maybe you could come over and make dinner.
Oh, interesting. I think it too, it's like whoever initiates it. Like if I was like, hey, do you want to go get dinner? Like I can pay for dinner. If you're like, hey, I want to go get dinner, then you pay for dinner.
Yeah, that's split the
like
check.
whoever, or split it. It's
There's nothing wrong with
2022.
splitting
Right.
the check.
What you get.
Venmo each other.
There you go.
It's like,
I mean,
value
cash
do
app
you
each other.
offer? Like I'm paying for
Venmo's
dates and
easy.
stuff, but what value do you offer? Like, what do you? Why should I keep paying for dates? Why should I keep dealing with this person? What are you gonna do for me?
Well, my goodness.
do you like
Interesting facts.
Or they like
Jot that down.
Then you better keep putting all that money in there.
You just forget your wallet and you're good.
Okay.
All right, Cam.
Red flag.
don't like Disney, obviously.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
if they're not a Disney adult, Cam's out.
That's it.
Okay.
John.
If spending time with you feels like swallowing glass or just an enjoyable time, that's the worst time. If you're hanging out with someone and it's hard to get through the hangout, like that's the worst red flag. If I can't hang out or talk or
Like walking
vibe
on
with you,
eggshells
like
or
come
something
on.
like that. Yeah, that's like
Just say it's the worst.
can't be yourself.
Just say thank you, good luck, and move on.
Best of luck in your future endeavors. You are not a very interesting person, and I am not attracted to you in any way, shape, or form. Have a good night.
Happy for you and your family.
At least you say have a good night. It's very kind. Steven.
Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Can't do it.
That's
do it.
very specific.
It is very specific.
But they can like the Browns? Or
Yeah, sure. They don't even have to be a sports fan, but they can't be a Pittsburgh Steelers
Well, I
fan.
don't think that's
That wouldn't make sense.
Oh, well, speaking of which, Auburn can't do it.
Okay, there you go. See?
You know what?
We're on the same
And-
wavelength.
Swear
just
to
for
God, I
that-
would never date an Auburn.
For that, for me, Alabama
God.
can't do it.
Actually, John, can you answer?
I
guess
love
we
you
can't
though.
Uh-oh.
But we do
You're
that.
really narrowing it down right now.
Some guy said red flag was a girl from Jersey. What does that mean?
Oh, that's a loaded question. Loaded.
Desmond, what are yours?
Red flags?
what's your red
If you have a stench. If you smell some type of way, I'm out. Just that quick.
Oh,
What about not enough point?
We don't care about the point. We care about the smell. If you smell,
Lord.
you gotta go. That's number one. That's number one. Go. Or if you say Desmond, if you put a D at the end of my name,
yeah.
And for that reason, I'm out.
All of us have said Desmond
Wait, what are your
for
two?
a moment.
yeah, we skipped the ladies.
They
right?
said they talked about it
She was the
already.
fifth.
Yeah, we talked about
Oh,
it.
the fifth, right.
Oh, there's a lot more. I would just say, like, it kind of goes with John. If you don't get along with my family, like, that's too much. Like, y'all know I'm obsessed with my family, so, like, I can't do that.
Right.
They're my besties. Go ahead.
Okay. I think my red flags are if the guy does not understand me. Like if, let's say we're getting to know each other and they keep asking me, well, do you want to do this? And it's like, you should know the answer by now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Or like if you
They're
don't.
not listening.
Yeah,
not
like you have
paying
to,
attention.
like you have to pay attention, listen. I'm not really big on love languages, but just show me affection, be compassionate, take time to get to know me, and they'll ask me, what are you doing every 5 minutes?
So somebody pays attention, I guess.
Yeah, someone who pays attention, but that can go a long way though, because that's how you can implement certain gestures into your relationship. So
That's fair. That's a good point, Diane.
all right, well, once again, we will be creating a WCBI After Hours book.
Yes,
As a joke. It's a joke, but we should.
Hey guys, it's a bit. Get in on the bit. Yeah, we're gonna have a dating book about how dating is going for us. It's not looking good, guys. All
I
right.
don't know. Desmond, I think, could have a whole chapter in there, a couple chapters.
Couple chapters.
He could do his
indeed.
his Valentine. We'll circle back to our Valentine's Day episode.
Great episode. Check it out.
All right, well, Emma Rose is going to tell you where you can find us on social media and go and listen to our podcast. So if you're preparing for a good night's rest or on your way to work or you're about to go work out at the gym,
Yeah.
listen to our podcast.
you
You
need
can
a
get
good
some good
laugh.
facts of life.
So yeah,
Take a picture. of
don't
yourself,
take a
though.
picture there or you're out. You can find us at After Hours WCBI on anywhere that you get social media: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can also find us anywhere you get podcasts: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or Google Play, whatever it is. And as I've said now, I guess I'll just do this a thing. Good night. If you're listening to us while you're going to bed, driving in your car, be safe.
Buenas noches.
If you're listening to us right when you wake up, getting ready. Have a great day.
All right, thanks for joining us.
See ya.
Bye-bye.